I tried to get fancy. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Hey, good morning, everybody. I think we're up and running. Okay. Hey, happy Monday. Happy Monday to everybody. December 22nd here. Uh, Holidays are here. Yeah, holidays are here. Hey, the title of this morning's charts and target is "My Bull is Bigger Than Your Bear." You know those bumper stickers you see on the back of cars? My elementary kid's going to beat your elementary kid up or something like that. My bull's bigger than your bear. I think the bull's back, and here we go. We had a very nice end to last week, and price popped up very nice over the T line and the trend indicator here. We're back in bull shape right now. We're getting a nice little pop here in the market, and check out the Qs. They're moving up. Check out MAGS mags. That's a sight for sore eyes right there. So we get the big boys and girls back in here, and then we're gonna play some big boys and girls games. And so there's gonna be some really good money made in the next couple weeks if we get that Santa Claus crap, rally. We're getting close to it maybe happening, but I think we're looking pretty good here. Here, let me bring this watch list over and take a look at some of these stocks. No special order. I'm just going to go from top to bottom, okay? Copper continues to run. Copper is bullish. IBIT, I'm still shopping for it. I'm waiting. Maybe it's getting close. Maybe. USO popping up a little bit. I see that energy's up a little bit today. USO is popping up. ETHA, I'm still holding my ETHA, and that's starting to show up now. We've got a low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Now we're going to stretch. What I want anyway is to stretch for that higher high up here. Come up here and challenge the 50-period moving average and the dotted deuce. That's what I would like, and that would be pretty cool. Let's take a look at some NVIDIA. NVIDIA is trying to move up over the 50-period moving average. I'd be much happier with NVIDIA. In fact, over here looking at my other monitor where I have the cloud, and honestly, above 190.70, I think, is where NVIDIA could really turn on the power. So above 190.70. FNGU, well, we're still playing with the bottom here. It might try to come up. I mean, it looks like it is. The market's going to move up, then FNGU will move up a little bit. The problem with FNGU, it's got a lot of resistance above its head here. So it's going to have to do a little work to get up there. Tesla, let's talk about Tesla. So last night I was looking at, why is that giving me fits? There we go. Last night I was looking at Tesla, and man, I got to tell you, I think Tesla's looking hot here. Really, 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 really hot. So from here on Tesla, this 487, man, I would keep an eye on that 540, 550 area. And then let's just see if Tesla doesn't stretch to about 600 up here. I think Tesla's rocking. So let's keep an eye on that. For those that can't handle Tesla, the 487, take a look at TSLL, the single stock ETF. Targets up here, through that, what is that? Say 24, look for 28, then 38, 32 up here. This is rocking out. And again, if you can't handle Tesla, if it's a little too expensive, take a look at TSLL for 2270 right in here. We're setting up in a very nice 3/8 trap, a nice little flag in there. Man, that thing is just looking great. Absolutely great. SMH, take a look at SMH. Can we say buy? Go SMH, go tech. So as long as we get the tech working for us, this market's going to take off and this market's going to work out well. So keep an eye on tech, keep an eye on SMH, things like that. I think we're going to rock. Look at Google here. Google is primed and prepped and ready to break out. XLK, we're heading up, going to test this downtrend line. there is, whenever you have a downtrend line, some resistance here, there's always that, we could do this and we could, and there'd be nothing wrong with that. What would be wrong is if we broke down through that one. But coming up here and just testing it and resting, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. Take a look at Amazon. Amazon, yeah, Amazon needs to take out 235 right here. And when Amazon does, then we have a very nice playground up here to trade in. AMZN? No, AMZU. Yeah, AMZU is a single stock ETF, and I am currently holding this one, anticipating that breakout and moving up. Microsoft, we've got a nice bottom going in here on Microsoft, I think. I think we've got a very nice bottom. So let's do this. So if we just kind of march this down like that, and we'll just put another one up like that. There we go. Nice little wedge here. You can see we're trying to break out. We take on that 50-period moving average and beat it. There's the 50% retracement of said high and said low, and we're on the way. So go Mags, go Mags. Apple, waiting for Apple to pop up, and if it does, I'm going to be looking at buying some Apple. I just need a buy signal here. I do not see a buy signal yet. I prefer to wait for a buy signal. A buy signal to me is when I actually see buyers buying. Right there, a buy signal to you might be something different, and that's okay. But to me, I want buyers. Take a look at PLTR. Yes, PLTR is rocking, just doing a great job. So right now, here, let's do this. Let's move this up. Next target up, and then of course the next target is going to be the high right here. For PLTR to take on, and then we'll worry about some targets above that when we get through those. So again, my bull's bigger than your bear right here. We're rocking. I am not holding PLTR. I am holding PTIR, and right now I'm looking for 38 on that one. I think we get through that next target of 35.60. So I'm looking at 38, and then I'll take a strong look at it, what to do with it. Right now, any kind of pullbacks for me will be maybe a buy more, another position, something like that. Transports, IYT, looking beautiful. We go from a low to a high to a higher low, 3-8 trap, price, T-line, trend indicator. What more do you want? Absolutely beautiful. Meta is looking good here. Yeah, I'm holding METU. Yeah. Meta is looking good. Nice little trend. We're going to need to take out that 688 area right there. That will be important. And if we do, then we've got a very nice playing field up here to make some really, really good money on Meta. XLF looking really good. XLF, nice 3-8 trap. Nice little flag pullback. That's a buy. Go XLF. XLY looking good, same thing, 3-8 trap, nice little pullback, trend is working. XLE, not so good. No buy signal in XLE yet. Yeah, nothing at all there. Nothing. RSP doing a great job, broaden things out a little bit, take away some of the heavyweights, and that's what RSP does, and that's looking absolutely fantastic. Okay. Hey, I forgot. So let me mention this. Sorry, I forgot. There we go. Hey, hit and run candlesticks, 14 days, $14, $1 a day. Sign up now. Let's get scheduled on the coaching side of things and get your educational material to you. Get ready for the next year. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Well, whether you're with us or somebody, I think trading is going to be fantastic going into next year. So I'm looking real forward to it myself. Very, very excited about it. All right. Now let's take a look at some charts here. Let's see what's everybody got. We'll look at some of yours first, if anyone has any. Let's do this. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Here, I'm going to move this over so I can see you guys. There you go. Whoops. Bear with me now. Shift things on my chart. There we go. So let's see here. Do you think we're going to get much anticipated Santa rally? Well, I don't have the foggiest idea if we're going to get a Santa rally, okay? I really don't. We're getting a rally right now. And the best thing I can do is say, let's just follow the trend and work with the trend. So right now, price is above the 8 EMA, the white line, T line, and T line is above the trend indicator. And as long as that trend continues to work, it's going to work. If we want to put a label on it like a Santa rally, then okay. But I mean, I honestly don't know if we're going to get, whatever you call whatever is a Santa rally, I don't know, but let's just hang with the trend. That's the most important thing. Let's see. What about AMD? AMD is on my list. I have a little list here this morning, right here on my little pad. AMD is on my list, and I think AMD might be setting up to move a little higher. Of course, we push over that 50-period moving average. That's going to make it even better. But I see no reason right now why AMD can't be bought based on where it's at here. Just keep the stop. Everybody has a set of rules, how you trade. And if you're making money, then your rules are good. If you're not making money, well, your rules aren't so good. So, just stick with those rules, those trading rules. And there doesn't have to be a lot, you buy something like AMD, and where would you not like it is simply what you've got to ask yourself. Well, I wouldn't like it if it started closing back below about 209.80 here. Wouldn't like that at all. Where do I think targets would be? Well, that's real simple to do. Let's do this. So I'm going to come over here to this low. I'm going to come over to this high. Those lows are the same, so it wouldn't matter. So that's what I'm going to look at, targets right there. If anyone needs help with that, ask me in the room today. Let's do this in the room if anyone needs help. So right there is going to be a target, and let's make a double there, and we'll go one more. So now targets available for AMD, the way I would look at it, are like this. The 50-period moving average is always a target. This 50% retracement will be a target, and then the 61.8 will be a target right there. And that's how I would treat AMD. Once we start breaking out, then we'll look at targets a little bit higher up there. But let's get through those first, okay? Thank you. I do. I think AMD is looking good, real good. PACB long. Is that right? Let me read that again. No. I say no, but how do I know? It just doesn't fit my rules. Again, and if I've said this once, I've said it 10,000 times. Where's the buy signal? And that's what I want to see. Now, I'm not a bottom picker. Bottom picking is just wrong, makes your fingers stinky. And we don't know that the downtrend is finished yet. So when the downtrend is finished, that's when we'll look at buying it. Now, with that said, if we take a look at PACB here, I mean, that's a nice chart. It really is. Look at that. Look at the weekly here. That is a beautiful chart, but timing is important. And for me, the timing is not there to buy it. But look at that weekly chart right there. That's absolutely primo. I think we should flag that. I think we should take a look at it. But I also think we should wait till the buyer step in. Okay, so here's the way I would handle that. I'm going to take this high. I'm going to come down to that low. And so let's put a line right. Well, let's do this right here. Right there's the construction stage. The construction stage can be bought. You can buy buying in here. Again, I'm going to wait for buyers. I'm not going to just blindly buy it. wait for buyers, but we start to break out, that starts this turning around. Come over here and look. See how we're down? See how it starts that turnaround? Right here, it'll start that turnaround. So PACB, that's what I'll look at, okay? Hey, thanks for bringing that, Hot Stocks. I hope that made sense. If you have more questions, let me know, okay? Mara, let's go take a look at Mara. Again, bottom picking, which is cool. I mean, if that's what you want to do, okay? So, yeah, if you want a bottom pick, that's what you do. Right now, Mara would have to do something green for me. It's so close to the trendicator. I think I would want it over the trendicator. We've got a nice double bottom forming. We have that, but no buy signal. Just not a buy signal there. So we go low, high, higher, low. Based on the low, high, higher, low, this is not a buy till it actually breaks that high. But I know darn good and well you're not going to wait on that, are you? That's okay. I might not either. But I certainly want to see you buy it first. Fair deal? Want to see buyers. I'm kind of hard-nosed about that. It doesn't mean it's right. I know a lot of traders, pick bottoms. And I'm not going to lie to you. And those that pick bottoms shouldn't lie either. They win them from time to time, but you never hear about the losers. So for those of you that are struggling out there thinking, hey, I'm going to grab that bottom and I'm going to be a sneaky Pete and I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm telling you, you're going to screw the pooch and you're going to lose all your money. I'm not going to lie to you here, okay? I've been doing this a long damn time. And I'm telling you, bottom picking doesn't work. And it will bite you in the ass. You will win some. Yes, you will. But overall, you will not win your account. The market will get your account, okay? So, no bottom picking. Sin is on his way. I also, let's see, you long. Yeah, boy, that's the chart I'm looking for. Look at that trend. Momentum will continue to go until it stops. This one's also above the cloud on the daily. That's very nice. So here we rally up, here we pull back, and now we're starting that move again, right? That's nice. That's a beautiful chart. Let's flag that one. There we go. So, yeah, that's a really nice chart. Let's take a look at the weekly. That's a great looking weekly chart. Let's do this. Let's put some targets on this one. We're going to take these lows. We're going to come up to that high and then just come over here and there we go. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. So first target is clearly going to be right up here. And of course, there's little minor targets if you want those. And let's duplicate this. There we go. That's the 61.8, and we'll put one more up there. And that's the 75 line right in there. So that's what I would be looking for to trade on this U. There we go. That's the trade box right there. Nice chart. Very nice chart. Yeah. CMPS. There we go. That's another nice chart. Well, I've already got that one flagged. One of the things I've been working on is a chart just like this. And what it is, if you've ever noticed, if you ever sit and look at charts, just pop through charts. And I do this a lot. This is one of my activities I do in the evening, weekends, never looking at the hard right edge, not looking for a trade, just looking at the charts. And this is something I've done for years. But if you ever notice a strategy where charts that are underneath the 50-period moving average that come back over the 50-period moving average, not everyone, but you get these runs like that. Well, here we are. We're below the 50. We're above the 50. So I'm looking for that next run, that next solid kind of a longer term run. And it can be traded. It just gives a little more. It can be traded in the sense where where, okay, everything is matching up, watch for the pullbacks, look for that next run. It could also be set up for a longer term hold. I mean, what's this? 3, 4 months, 3 months. Uh, um, just a nice little 3-month run. Sorry, I was reading a note popped up. Um, and that's what this is starting to look like here. I like that. Really, really nice chart. So, like I say, that's already flagged up there. 3-8 trap, it's a buy. Buy right now. It's in the pocket. It's right there where we want it. Beautiful chart. Thanks. Hey, good morning, Steve. You're looking at some CAH. Wow, we have a full house today. Thank you, everybody. We have a huge house over here in the social media side. Thank you. CAH, nice little pullback. We're turning up. Nice inside day. I think I'll flag that one. Hey, there's another thing that I hope everyone has noticed this weekend. If you were looking at charts, there are a ton of bullish charts, a ton of them. And, which ones do you pick? Sometimes that can be difficult. And, maybe you migrate to something you recognize, a favorite company or something, and then you manage that trade is what you do. You can't, trying to look around, well, which one's the best? Oh my gosh, that's a rabbit hole you don't want to go down. You just, find 3 or 4 stocks or a dozen or one that you can relate to, that is set up based on your rules, and then work with that chart. There's a ton of them. This one's a nice one. Thank you. I was looking at a touch of the 50 and then fill it back down. I'm going to say that's great, but without a ticker symbol, I can't do anything. Bottom picking leads to stinky fingers. Yep. Add that to my trading wisdom. It does. Yeah, you've got to order some gloves for that stuff, man. And I'm telling you, dudes, you don't get chicks by picking your bottom. And chicks, really, guys won't do that either. All right. LW bought some on Friday. Well, good for you. ER dip, looking at an SL at 3 let's see, swing low at 38. Okay. Higher target, very possible. What's your opinion? Like I said, good for you. You bought it. Look, I don't dig these kind of charts. I don't. So my opinion is no, because here's the thing. I work with and train and help and teach struggling traders. And struggling traders, this is the worst chart you could possibly get into. Now, for a seasoned trader or somebody that's got a couple $1,000,000, you trade whatever the hell you want to. You rock and roll, knock yourself dead. But I'm not here to pick charts like this. I'm here to help traders make money. This is not a money-making chart. Here's what happens. And I'm speaking of a struggling trader. I'm speaking at a trader that is trying to make a living at trading. Okay. So what do? They see people buy this and they think, oh, aren't they the clever one? And then what happens is or you know what? Let's even give it to them. You get a little bit of a pop and they think, well, that's the neatest thing since sliced bread right there. And then what happens? It just kind of peters itself down, right? And then that struggling trader that doesn't know shit from Shinola at this point in their trading career, they close it out and they don't realize that the person that bought this has a $5 million account and they could really care less if they lose a little bit of money, right? But the guy that has $10,000 and trying to make a good living, this is going to suck the water out of you because you're going to close that thing up. You're going to lose money. And you know what? A week from now, it just might do that. But in the meantime, you've lost all your money and you're trying to figure out what the hell happened. What the hell happened was stay away from these damn things. Bottom picking stinks. Now, with that said, for those that can handle it, it's good business, but you better be able to handle it. Those that are struggling, stay away from it. Doesn't work. I'm fired up. Today's my birthday, so I'm fired up, man. Let's go. So anyway, if you see a reason to buy that, good for you. Someday will it be higher? I absolutely believe it will. So if you come in here and you bought the stock maybe, or leaps a couple years down the road, you know what? It just might work out if you can wait that long. But a struggling trader, a trader learning how to trade, this is not your trade. Thanks, and thank you for letting me know about that. I appreciate it. Okay. Fly. Let's look at fly. Let's look at fly. That, my friends, is a pretty chart. See, this, why do we always have to be trying to pick the dumb bottoms? Look at this. Down, 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 down. You tell me we can't wait for a chart that looks like that? Why do we have to pick bottoms? Why do we have to insist on trying to pick bottoms down here? Because if you pick this bottom and think, oh, look what it did, well, you also picked that one and you lost money. So you see what I mean? So those out there that's taking trading seriously and you're trying to really get your trading going, you're trying to get your money on, you're trying to buy that new boat, get that new car, get that new gun, get whatever you're trying to do, get that new fishing pole, whatever you're trying to do, go with charts that make sense, okay? Work with charts that make sense. This makes sense, and this chart makes some serious sense. That's a nice chart. Yeah, that's a serious chart. I like that one. Thank you. That might be the best chart I've seen all day long. Thank you. Yeah. Let's see where we are. All right, what do we have over here? Sorry, guys, I got carried away. Oh, thanks. Yeah, no, it really is my birthday. Yeah, 68 today. CAVA. Look at CAVA. Beautiful chart. Now we've got something we can bite our teeth into, you know. And again, for those that think, well, hey, I could have bottom picked right down here. Don't lie to yourself, because don't do this, because I'll blow you out of the water. So if you bottom pick this, if you like, well, wait a minute, can't do that buy signal. There you go. If you bottom pick this and you think, look, hey man, I was right. Well, that also means you did the same thing over here. That's what that means. It also means you did the same thing over here, and all you did was lose money. You can't be picky and choosy. You can't do that. All right. Bottom picking is bottom picking. So why can't we wait? That's a nice chart. See how the trend is starting to turn? See how the momentum is starting to turn? See how the buyers are starting to jump in there? Why? Because the buyers want to get on a winning horse. Nobody wants a losing horse. A downtrend is a losing horse. An uptrend is a winning horse. Nice chart. That's a buy. Very nice chart. CRNC. CRNC. Is that right? NC, yeah. CRNC. Winning horse. Nice. Here we came from that bottom. We gapped up. We're pulling back. Nice little 3-8 trap. I'm going to look at the weekly on this. Yeah, the weekly is setting up pretty nice. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. You just, always be aware what's above you, like right here. Always be aware what's above you. So that makes for a nice target. That also makes for the area that we need to break out of to go higher on that one. Yeah, thanks, Roger. Appreciate it. Thanks, Steve and Tommy. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate that. Thanks. APPX. There we go. Nice chart. I've got that flagged already. Yeah, look at that. See how we rally up and we pull back? Beautiful. See our trend? Here's our trend in play. See the green dots? That's our trend right there. And prove it. When you're looking at a chart, prove it by looking in history. There's your trend right there. Right there. Now, you see how that's working? See how this is working? Where could you have made money in this? So the same thing is going to be over here. The exact same thing. Nothing will change. We're going to look for opportunities for entry. What is an opportunistic entry? Say a pullback might be, a breakout might be, everything between a pullback and a breakout might be. So if this is, see, there's the breakout area. Maybe there's the pullback area. That whole area is an entry area. And what are we looking for? Once we buy the stock, we're looking for it to move higher, right? That's exactly what we're looking for. And that's where we make our money. Nice chart. Let's see here. What do we have here? RKLB. I wish I was in RKLB. That's another one that's big on my list here, RKLB. In fact, I've got several of those. We'll look at them in the room. RKLB, that is a great looking chart. I'm glad you're in it. You should do well with it. Here's the weekly on that. We're looking at a very nice breakout. Back to the daily. Right now, it's a little too high for me to be buying, so I would like a little bit of a rest. Whether the rest is, say, from here down, or maybe we break out and then rest, but I would like a rest closer to the T-line and or the trend indicator here. But beautiful, beautiful chart. Let's see. Finally, 39. Yeah. 68 today. Yeah, happy birthday. Thank you very much. 70's coming. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Nancy. Hey, Daryl, good morning. Yeah, Nokia. Yeah, hey, I had some stocks. We were live yesterday. I posted out there. There were several people that joined me live yesterday. Thanks for being there. And it's posted on YouTube if you want to look at some charts that we looked at live. Nokia was one of them there.
Oh, hi.
And
it's your birthday.
It's my birthday. Say hello to everybody here. A little granddaughter here. Say hello to everybody. Say hi. You can just talk right in there.
Hi.
Say happy birthday, Boo Boo.
Happy birthday, Boo Boo. Let's go.
All right.
No.
Boo. Hi. Happy birthday. All right, let me finish here and I'll come right out. Okay. I see that. All right. Thanks, everybody. Yes, Nokia. I think Nokia is rocking. And I think there's some news on Nokia. If I remember right, and please don't quote me on this. I can't. I just something about Nokia, NVIDIA. I don't know. We need to confirm that. Okay. Anything NVIDIA gets involved with, I kind of think I would like to be involved with. But I think Nokia needs to be really looked at seriously. And then FIG is another one. Here we are. FIG's another chart that I think pops up really well. I mean, just to get to the 50-period moving average is almost 10%. And then up to the 50% retracement area, that's 30%. There's a lot of money that can be made over the next 10, 15, 20 days. Just you get into that, hopefully, Santa rally, and then you get the excitement of the push of the new year. There can be a lot of money. Stay sharp, stay diligent. Don't let your losses get the best of you and make money. That's the key, okay? And it is time for me to run off here. Members, I'll see you in the room. Let's see, is there anything else here? Well, one more here. Marvel, MRVO. Members, I'll be in the room at the bottom of the hour there. Marvel, Marvel's moving up. Yeah, Marvel's moving up, but I sure would like to see it above that 50, I think. Yeah, I think so. All righty. Thanks, everybody. You guys all take care. We'll see you in the room, bottom of the hour, okay? Thanks, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it.